disorders are not about vanity. They're not about being picky with food. They're serious, complex mental health conditions that can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, or background. Today, we're unlocking the truth about eating disorders: what they are, what causes them, how they impact the mind and body, and most importantly, what recovery really looks like. If you or someone you love struggles with disordered eating, know this: you are not alone, and healing, while difficult, is absolutely possible. Part 1. What is an eating disorder? An eating disorder is a mental health condition where a person's relationship with food, body image, and self-worth becomes deeply distorted. It's not just about what or how much someone eats. It's about the feelings and thoughts behind those behaviors. People with eating disorders often struggle with intense fears of weight gain, distorted body image, and a sense of control tied to eating or not eating. Eating disorders are not a choice. They're a response to deeper emotional pain, stress, or trauma. Part 2. The main types of eating disorders. There are several types of eating disorders, each with their own patterns and challenges. Let's go through the main ones. 1. Anorexia nervosa. Anorexia is characterized by severe food restriction, an intense fear of gaining weight, and a distorted perception of body size. Someone may see themselves as overweight, even when they are dangerously underweight. This disorder can cause serious health complications, including heart problems, low blood pressure, and organ failure. But anorexia is not just about appearance. It's often about control, fear, and trying to cope with emotions that feel unbearable. 2. Bulimia nervosa. Bulimia involves cycles of binge eating, consuming large amounts of food in a short time, followed by compensatory behaviors such as vomiting, fasting, or over-exercising to prevent weight gain. The person often feels trapped in a painful cycle of guilt, shame, and loss of control. 3. Binge-Eating Disorder, BED. This is the most common eating disorder worldwide. People with BED have recurrent episodes of eating large amounts of food, often quickly and to the point of discomfort, but without purging afterward. Binge eating is usually a way to cope with emotions, stress, or trauma, leading to guilt and emotional distress afterward. 4. Avoidant Restrictive Food Intake Disorder, ARFID. ARFID is not about body image. It's about extreme food avoidance due to sensory issues, fear of choking, or general disinterest in eating. It can lead to significant nutritional deficiencies, even though it's not driven by weight concerns. 5. Other specified feeding or eating disorders, OSFED. This category covers eating struggles that don't perfectly fit the others, but are still serious. For example, someone might restrict food heavily without being underweight, or binge occasionally without meeting full criteria for bulimia. Every version of disordered eating deserves compassion and attention. Part 3. What causes eating disorders? Eating disorders are multi-layered. There's never one single cause. They develop from a mix of biological, psychological, and social factors. Here are a few key contributors. Genetics and biology. Family history can increase vulnerability, and changes in brain chemistry can affect appetite and self-control. Psychological factors. Low self-esteem, perfectionism, trauma, anxiety, and depression are all deeply connected. Environmental factors, cultural pressure to look a certain way, bullying, social media influence, or childhood dieting can play major roles. It's not about vanity, it's about pain and the need for control when life feels uncontrollable. Part 4. Signs and symptoms. The signs of an eating disorder can vary, but here are some common indicators to look for. Constant thoughts about food, calories, or body weight, avoiding meals or eating in secret, excessive exercise or rituals around food, extreme changes in weight or appearance, social withdrawal or isolation, physical symptoms like dizziness, fatigue, or digestive issues. Sometimes, the signs are hidden behind a smile, which is why awareness and gentle curiosity matter. Part 5. The impact on body and mind. Eating disorders affect every part of a person's health, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Physically, they can cause malnutrition, heart problems, bone loss, hormonal changes, and even organ failure. Mentally, they often come with anxiety, depression, obsessive thinking, and deep shame. But beneath all of that is pain, the feeling of not being enough, of needing control, or trying to cope with chaos by controlling the one thing you can: food. Part 6. Treatment and recovery. Recovery from an eating disorder is not about just eating more or stopping the behavior. It's about healing the mind and body together. Treatment often includes therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, or trauma-focused therapy, nutrition counseling, working with a dietitian to rebuild a healthy relationship with food, medical monitoring, ensuring physical safety during recovery, support groups, finding community and reducing shame through shared experience. Recovery is not linear. There will be good days and hard days, but every meal, every moment of self-compassion is a step toward healing. Part 7. How to support someone struggling. If you know someone who might be struggling, remember, you can fix them, but you can help them feel less alone. Here's how. Approach them gently, without judgment. Avoid commenting on their body or food. Listen more than you speak. Encourage professional help and be patient. Your empathy can make a bigger difference than you think. Part 8. Final message. Eating disorders are not about food. They're about pain, control, and survival. But recovery is not just possible. It's real. Every day, people rebuild their relationship with food, their bodies, and themselves. You are not your disorder. You are a person who deserves to eat, to heal, and to be free. If you're struggling, please reach out. Thank you for watching and for being part of this community that chooses compassion over judgment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help spread awareness. Together, we can break the stigma, one mind at a time.